These are 15 airport customs questions that senior travelers keep getting wrong, and they're paying the price with thousands in fines, missed flights, and serious legal trouble. If you're over 50 and planning international travel, what I'm about to share could save you from becoming another customs horror story. Every year, thousands of well-meaning senior travelers face hefty penalties, confiscated belongings, and even arrest, all because they answered routine customs questions incorrectly or forgot to declare common items. I spent months researching official CBP data, interviewing customs officers, and analyzing real cases where seniors made costly mistakes. What I discovered will shock you. The average fine for a first-time agricultural violation starts at $300, but it can skyrocket to $10,000 for more serious infractions. And here's the kicker. Most of these violations are completely avoidable. Let me tell you about the woman who brought a simple Subway sandwich from Singapore to Australia. She forgot to declare it and got slapped with an $1,840 fine. Or consider the Mediterranean fruit fly outbreak in California during the 1980s that cost the state and federal government $100 million to contain, all because one traveler brought home a single contaminated piece of fruit. These aren't isolated incidents. They're happening every single day at airports across the country, and seniors are getting hit the hardest. Why? Because the rules have changed dramatically over the past decade. Technology has advanced, and what used to be acceptable is now grounds for serious penalties. But here's what gives me hope. Every single mistake I'm going to share with you today is preventable. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to answer each question correctly, what to declare, and how to breeze through customs like a seasoned traveler. Before we take off, hit like and subscribe for more aviation tips, pilot insights, and real-world flying advice. No fluff, just practical knowledge. Let's get into it. Let's start with the question that trips up more seniors than any other. Question 1. What is the purpose of your visit? This seems straightforward, right? Wrong. The mistake seniors make is being either too vague or over-explaining. Saying simply vacation isn't specific enough and raises red flags. But launching into a 10-minute story about visiting your grandchildren is equally problematic. The sweet spot is specific but brief. Instead of vacation, say, I'm here to visit family in Denver for 2 weeks, or I'm attending my grandson's wedding in Miami. This gives the officer exactly what they need without creating suspicion. Question 2. How long do you plan to stay? Here's where many seniors get tripped up. Even if your visa is valid for 10 years with multiple entries, you're typically only allowed to stay for up to 6 months on a tourist visa. The officer wants to ensure you understand this limitation. Don't just say, as long as my visa allows. Give specific dates like 3 weeks or until March 15th. This shows you have concrete plans and aren't planning to overstay. Question 3. Where will you be staying? This question catches many seniors off guard because they assume general information is sufficient. It's not. Officers expect the exact address, and you may need to write it on your immigration card. Don't say, with my daughter, or at a hotel downtown. Have the complete address ready like 123 Oak Street, Denver, Colorado 80202, or the Marriott Hotel, 1234 Main Street, Chicago. If you're staying multiple places, have all addresses organized and easily accessible. Question 4. Did you pack your own bags? This is where many senior travelers face their biggest challenge. If your spouse, adult child, or caregiver packed your bags, you must be honest and say so. But here's the critical part: you still need to know everything that's in your luggage. The mistake isn't having someone else pack for you. It's not being able to account for every item. If your wife packed your medication, know which medications are there. If your son added extra clothing, know what he added. Saying, my daughter packed it, but I don't know what's inside, will guarantee a full bag search and additional questioning. Question 5. Do you have anything to declare? This is the big one that costs seniors the most money. Many travelers believe that items purchased in duty-free shops don't need to be declared. This is completely false. Everything you acquired abroad must be declared, even gifts and duty-free purchases. The $800 duty-free exemption only applies if you declare items honestly. Remember, there's no penalty for over-declaring, but steep penalties for under-declaring. When in doubt, declare it. Question 6. How much cash are you carrying? Any amount over $10,000 must be declared using Form 6059B and FinCEN 105. This includes cash, money orders, and traveler's checks. But here's what many seniors don't realize. This also includes monetary instruments like gift cards and prepaid cards in some cases. Be specific with your answer. Say $2,500 instead of not much or a little bit. If you're close to the $10,000 threshold, err on the side of caution and declare it. Question 7. Are you bringing any food, plants, or animal products? This is where seniors make the most expensive mistakes. That free apple from the airplane? Declare it. The homemade cookies from your daughter overseas? Declare them. The small packet of tea your friend gave you? Declare it. Never assume any food item is too trivial to declare. First-time violations start at $300, but can reach $1,000 or more. Even worse, there are Beagle teams specifically trained to sniff out undeclared food items in your luggage. Question 8. Are you carrying any medications? Seniors often carry more medications than younger travelers, making this question particularly important. All medications must be in their original, labeled containers, with your name clearly visible. Carry prescriptions or a letter from your doctor explaining why you need each medication. Here's what many don't know. Common U.S. medications like certain pain relievers, ADHD medications, and even some allergy medicines are illegal in other countries. Research destination-specific rules before you travel. Question 9. What is your occupation? Simply saying retired can actually work against you. Officers assess your ties to your home country and your ability to support yourself during your visit. Instead, say, I'm retired from teaching, or I'm a retired nurse. This establishes credibility and shows you have professional experience. Question 10. Do you have a return ticket? Have your confirmation readily accessible, either printed or easily found on your phone. Don't fumble around looking for it. This creates suspicion about your true intentions. Question 11. Have you been on a farm or near livestock? This catches many seniors by surprise. It includes visiting petting zoos, agricultural tourism, visiting grandchildren who live on farms, or even walking through rural areas where livestock might be present. Any contact with animals or farm environments must be declared because officers may need to check your shoes and luggage for soil that could harbor foreign animal diseases. Question 12. Are you bringing any gifts or items for others? Gifts are not exempt from declaration requirements. A gift is treated exactly like any other item for customs purposes. Many seniors think bringing presents for grandchildren doesn't count. This is incorrect and can result in penalties. Question 13. How much did you spend abroad? Be honest and have receipts organized. Deliberately underestimating values can be considered fraud, which carries much steeper penalties than simple duty payments. It's better to overestimate slightly than to underestimate. Question 14. Are you traveling alone or with others? This seems innocent, but officers use this to identify inconsistencies in group declarations. If you're traveling with your spouse, your stories about purchases, destinations, and activities should align. Question 15. Who will be picking you up? Or who will you be visiting? Have specific names and contact information ready. My daughter, Sarah Johnson, phone number 55551 2 3 4 5 6, 7 is much better than my daughter. Now let me share some insider tips that will make your customs experience smoother. First, consider enrolling in Global Entry. Yes, the fee increased from $100 to $120 in 2024, but for seniors who travel internationally, it's worth every penny. You skip the long passport control lines, get TSA pre-check benefits included, and reduce the physical strain of standing in queues after long flights. If you only travel domestically, TSA pre-check costs about $80 and allows you to keep your shoes, belt, and light jacket on while going through security. For seniors with mobility issues or those who find airport security stressful, this is invaluable. Here's something most seniors don't know about: airport assistance services. Many airports offer special assistance for travelers over 65, including priority clearance, help with passport scanning, and guidance through customs. Don't be embarrassed to ask for help. These services exist specifically for you. Regarding the Real ID requirement that went into effect May 7, 2025. If you don't have one yet, don't panic. You can still fly with a passport and you won't be turned away from airports. However, without proper ID, starting February 1, 2026, you'll have the option to pay a $45 fee for TSA Confirm ID, which allows them to verify your identity through other means. Let me address the elephant in the room. What happens if you make a mistake? First, don't panic. Minor violations, especially if you're honest about them, often result in confiscation of the item, and perhaps a warning. It's when you try to hide things or lie about them that serious penalties kick in. However, be aware that once you've had a violation, expect stricter scrutiny on future trips. Customs databases can flag your profile, meaning future agents might spend more time inspecting you. If you're enrolled in trusted traveler programs like Global Entry or TSA PreCheck, violations can jeopardize those memberships. Here's my best advice for senior travelers. Prepare like you're taking an exam. Write down key information, addresses, contact numbers, medication lists, and keep them easily accessible. Practice your answers to these common questions. It might feel silly, but when you're tired after a long international flight, having this information organized can mean the difference between a smooth customs experience and a nightmare. Pack strategically. Keep medications in original containers in your carry-on. Organize receipts for expensive purchases. Take photos of valuable items before you travel to prove ownership. And remember, when in doubt, declare it. The few extra minutes spent declaring items you're unsure about can save you thousands in fines and enormous stress. The world of international travel has become more complex, but it doesn't have to be intimidating. Armed with this knowledge, you can approach customs with confidence, knowing you're prepared for whatever questions come your way. Remember, customs officers aren't trying to trick you. They're doing their job to protect the country's borders, agriculture, and economy. Be honest, be prepared, and be specific in your answers. Your golden years should be spent exploring the world, not dealing with customs, violations that could have been easily avoided. Safe travels. And remember, preparation is the best protection against customs problems. Take the time to understand these rules, organize your documentation, and practice your responses. Your future traveling self will thank you.